Alright, we're back here with Ryoya and ixmike88.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
Alright, we're going to be talking a little bit about how the TI group stages went and our predictions for the bracket. So let's start off with Group A. How did you guys think Group A went?
I thought Liquid did worse than I expected, especially since they got second, and I expect them to do better. But I guess Mendeski did well in that regard, so did Alliance.
I also expected Liquid to do better. I thought also might do a little bit better. Everything else I think was somewhat normal. I had TNC in the top 4.
Newbie did well, I thought. I expected them. I don't know where they would be, but after I watched them play the day one, they looked really good, and they kept up the whole time. They're third in their group. So
yeah, they were pretty impressive.
That was surprising.
You had Keen in your high end for before, didn't you, Eric?
I did, yeah. I thought King Game would do better. I thought they would at least be like somewhere between 3 to 6 in their group, but they're like dead last, minus Chaos.
Yeah.
So
How about Chaos being eliminated? Any surprise there? Or was that pretty much expected?
surprise here.
I think going in, Keen and Chaos to me look like the worst, because Chaos is a qualifier team, and then Keen, I think they were mostly like a minor team all year, and they qualified because they qualified for a lot of minors, and I think through a major once. And so, a whole year of playing at majors will get you there, but they always look lower tier than everyone else. After day one, it felt really obvious who was gonna do well and who wasn't. And no one actually got better or worse after day one. They just remained consistent. I thought Liquid looked poor, Keen and Chaos, and
Okay.
it lined up.
How about Group B?
I also thought Newbie looked well. Of course, Secret and LGD are gonna be Secret and LGD.
Group B, I have Infamous overperforming. I have NIP underperforming. And everything else is according to predictions, I believe.
Yeah, NIP was like 9th or something in the DBC points, right?
I'm not sure, but they were pretty high. I thought either Navi, RNG, or Infamous was going to get eliminated. I definitely didn't think NIP was going to get eliminated.
Yeah, I think most people would have predicted Infamous, but they actually played pretty well.
I thought RNG was the one that I know the least of, I guess. I think Infamous, I knew they would do better than last place, but they actually have a good result, so good for them, I suppose. I have Navi or RNG for dead last, so NIP underperformed in that regard.
Yeah, VP was looking shaky at the start, but then they pulled it out at the end. Actually, EG was too, I guess.
Yeah. A lot of memes about that one.
Alright, any other thoughts about the group stages?
Newbie and Infamous to me were above expectation. NIP was below. That was mostly about it. OG surprised me actually. I didn't think they were great going in. I know they struggled the first half of the year, but once they got Anna back, they started doing well. But top 1 over Vici and VP seems pretty good, so I didn't expect that.
I am also surprised by OG. I did not think they'd be just top of their group, undefeated, until their only losses are after they're already top seed. So I don't know if you can read too into those, but they're essentially undefeated in their group.
What do you guys think about the core Wisp? Is that real, or is that just they were just better?
I'm sure it has a place. I watched 2 of them. The third one versus Fnatic, game 2 of the series. I thought they should have lost, but they were just a better team, and I think that's going to be what their core Wisp games look like. If they're the better team, it doesn't really matter, as long as there's some fundamental idea behind it, and there is. So I don't think it would be a good team, or an equally matched team, but it's good enough, I guess.
So it's decent, just not amazing or anything.
Yeah, at least to me. I'm not going to pretend to understand it fully, but it doesn't look like anything special.
All right. Any other thoughts, or you guys ready to move on to the predictions?
I'm being told that Wisp is completely broken. So.
Oh yeah, as a core?
Yeah, I'm being told that this Wisp is completely broken, and I'm pretty sure you'll see a few bans in the actual bracket. I don't think people are just gonna play against Swiss every game. I feel like OG are completely fine just picking it every game until someone bans it.
I'm sure it'll get bans.
Do you think anyone else is going to pick it up, or is it just an OG thing?
If any of the teams play a few games of Whist in a pub to get a feel of it, I think they might pick it because this hero is not balanced in my opinion.
Interesting. Any other standout heroes or disappointing heroes that you thought were displayed in the group stages?
Elder Titan for me was not a hero I was looking at all. And it's the most picked hero of the tournament, and it's got a pretty high win rate, 57%. That one's surprising. The next highest are like Shadow Demon, Ogre for pick rates, but those are kind of expected. ST got like a way more play actually than I thought it would. I thought people would be afraid to pick it as like a 5 position because it's a little bit of a weak laner, but people don't care. His spells are really strong in the mid game, and he covers a lot of heroes that are good. So yeah, ST and ET for me.
Why do you think ET is so popular? You think it's just really good team fight for a 5, or?
He has a really strong landing, especially against the range 4 positions like Mirana, Invoker, stuff like that. I think he lanes well versus them, and he also has really strong spells for the team fights in the mid game. So yeah, he's pretty solid overall. And he also plays as a 4 position for some teams, which adds a little level of diversity.
I was a little surprised about Tiny. A lot of people pick Tiny 4. I think OG also picked Tiny mid. There's a lot of Tiny. It has 75 matches so far and a 56% win. I didn't think this hero was good at all, but a lot of teams have been picking it. They've been winning, so that one comes as a surprise to me.
Okay. Anything else?
Alex win rate is kind of high, 60%. I wasn't sure. This hero is a big issue in like NA pubs, and I wasn't sure like how good it actually was, because NA pub games are kind of bad, so I don't know if this hero is actually like as strong as it feels, because there's not much pressure going on in these pub games. But everyone is first picking this hero, everyone's banning it. I think it's the most banned hero so far. It has a 60% win rate, so yeah, I guess the hero is all the hype, and I wasn't sure about that one, but
How about you, Eric? What are your thoughts on Alchemist?
I feel like I wasn't convinced that Alchemist was completely broken, but if teams just first pick it and you can't counter it with like 5 heroes, conceptually this hero must be broken.
Enchantress is another one. Yes, he's also most banned hero, 24 picks and 58% win rate. I thought this hero was trash. I still think it's trash. I don't buy the hype. He has a little bit of an advantage of playing in 2 roles, like 5 and 3, which is good for a team like OG. But well, he's a strong laner, of course, and he has a lot of damage. But I feel like this hero is easy to deal with if you understand like what he's playing for and what you're playing for. His win rate is still pretty high. I guess teams aren't handling it well. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we talked at the summit with Payne about Enchantress, right?
Yeah,
The post that told you it was really good.
he's a big fan.
Any other heroes you want to talk about?
My boy OD has a 33% win rate.
How do you feel about that one, Eric?
I mean, I watch all these players play OD. They make 4 staff. They make Blink first. I don't know what they're doing, but what can you do, man? What can you do?
Just some fraudulent OD players.
Definitely not expert level OD play. That's for sure.
I see. Alright, so for the upper bracket, we've got LGD versus VP. Who do you think is going to come out ahead there?
LGD 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah. One of the games will be close, but LGD is actually way better than VP, I think.
How about you, Eric? Agree?
I think LGD is gonna win. I don't know if it's 2-0 though.
Alright, how about VG versus TNC?
I think V2 will win. 2-1. TNC, of course, is my pick for winning TI, but they're gonna have to take the hard road. So I think it'll start here.
I think Vici will win, but I wouldn't be surprised if
And OG versus Newbie?
give OG 2-1.
Yeah, I'm a big newbie fan, especially because they're American, but OG looks too good right now. Maybe newbie will figure something out, but it's not impossible, but OG has to be the favorites right now.
You think it's close though?
I think it's doable for newbie. I don't know how close it is. Maybe 40-60 for newbie.
That's pretty close.
I actually thought the team matchup, I thought newbie versus OG would be good. Because OG, they got to choose between newbie or TNC, right? And then they flipped a coin. They happened to land on newbie. I thought they would pick TNC because I think their playstyles match better against TNC, and I think newbie's playstyle matches against OG better, but they just don't care.
Interesting.
So.
All right, and the last one, Team Secret versus EG.
Secret 2-0.
2-0.
My heart says Secret, but some shit usually goes down where EG beats Secret every now and then, and Secret likes to choke at TI, so...
You think it starts here?
I think that could happen, but I think Secret is right now the better team. At least according to the group stage.
So moving on to the lower bracket, we've got Alliance versus RNG.
I have Alliance, I think. I don't watch RNG that much personally, but I just trust that Alliance is better.
How about you, Eric? What do you think?
I had Alliance just the entire thing. I had RNG just lose the entire thing, so I'm gonna have to go with Alliance. The BO1 Alliance is great with some 20-second.
Yeah, Alliance likes to wait for their last pick mid, right? And they get a lot of cheese, like
the
Druid,
boy
Brood,
Koifa plays Brood Mothers and Huskars and Meeples and all that good stuff. So.
All right. How about Fnatic versus Liquid?
I have no idea. I think that one's actually the closest one. Fnatic looked to me better than I expected. I wasn't sure what to expect since they changed their roster and haven't played since, but they looked pretty decent. They took some decent games off some of the teams, and Liquid's not looking great. So I guess I would favor Fnatic a little bit.
I think on paper, I'd say Fnatic would win, but Liquid always, for some reason, poorly in group stage and every game after that. That's what happened TI7 when they won, right?
Yeah, they were at the bottom, let's say, around.
Yeah.
So, on paper, I think Fnatic will win, but I have no clue.
All right. How about Infamous and Keen?
I think Infamous is the better team, but these best of ones, Keen could just win. I think that's reasonable too. But I think Infamous is the better team.
I have Keen Gaming. I think Keen Gaming will be top 8.
Top 8's tough.
Is that 2 rounds or 3 rounds?
2 rounds, right?
I think they need to win. Win 2 rounds. Yeah.
They have to beat OG or newbie after Infamous.
Holy crap! They have to beat OG or newbie. Alright, well, I don't have them. I have them at above 16.
All right. And then last we've got Mineski and Navi.
I have no idea. I haven't watched a single game of either of these teams.
I give it to Mineski. I think Mineski's they're playing pretty decent. A lot of the games that they lose, drafted. I think Mineski's actually playing pretty well. I do.
But you think they're drafting badly?
Yeah, I don't think they're drafting very good. Their play is solid, I think.
I mean, both of those teams almost made upper bracket, right? They were pretty close.
Yeah.
Navi's a little lower. Well, I guess they're 1 point away too.
Yeah, they're 1 point.
And then whoever wins has to play the loser of EG Secret, so you think their run ends there?
It's a tough tournament, yeah.
Yeah, TI tends to be pretty tough.
EG may or may not lose. You never know. Secret may or may not lose too. You never know.
Navi did take a game off EG.
Yeah, you never know.
That's true. You never know, Eric. Thanks for that high depth analysis there.
No problem.
All right. How about the whole thing? You guys think you're just gonna win?
I'm still in it for Vici Gaming.
LGD to me looks like the best. OG of course looks good, but I don't believe in them really.
Do you think it'll be a rematch of last year's finals?
No, I don't think
so.
Of course, I put TNC in my prediction, so I'm going with TNC, but right now, LGD looks like the best.
Alright. And you're still going with VG, Eric?
I'm still down with VG Gaming.
Alright. Any other thoughts you guys have on TI so far?
Wisp safe lane, cool stuff.
Eh, I don't know.
Cool stuff.
Anything can
All
work,
right.
man.
Anything can happen.
Anything can work. Anything
Oh,
can
anything
happen.
can
Anything
work.
can work. Both.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Everything for the most part is as expected, except maybe Liquid being in the lower bracket. The top 8 teams, the top 8 upper bracket teams, for the most part, all look like they deserve to be there. So I think the bottom 2 teams also, maybe NIP a little less, like feel like they deserve to be there also. But everything is kind of as expected thus far. For this
Yeah, I
tier.
mean, NIP had pretty solid run for the latter half of the DPC season.
Yeah.
They just didn't play well here, I guess.
Who knows why that is? Sometimes you come in with the wrong ideas, or maybe the team is cancered up, but you never know from the outside.
Yeah. All right. Well, if that's everything, thanks for coming on and having another discussion, guys.
Of course.
Problem? Thanks for having us.
Always here for you, Mikey.
Yeah, appreciate that. I mean, I don't know if that's a true statement, but I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys again next time.
Thank you.
Later.